Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a glimpse of the pre-convocation for international students with Miss Zozibini Tunzi, Miss Universe for 2019. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, comment and like my video. I'll see you in the next lit one.
Let us continue applauding them as they enter. Everyone to take their seats. A very warm afternoon to one and all present here. I, Deepa Karwat, Assistant Director, International Students Affairs Cell, on behalf of Parul University, welcome each one of you to the pre-convocation ceremony of the international students. We all have gathered here to witness the journey of fulfilling infinite dreams. Let us begin this grandeur convocation by remembering the Almighty with a prayer by the pastor. Let's see. Sassy. Yes, I will need the stairs. Thank you. Hello, everyone. How are you? In my language, we say Ninjani. Oh, okay. Hey. I see we have South Africans in the house. My name is Zozibini Tunzi, born and bred in South Africa, and I'm so honored to be here today. I almost didn't make it though, because I had issues with a visa, and when I tell you guys, I cried for 60 days and 60 nights in just that one night from frustration. But finally I'm here, and I do believe that everything happens for a reason, because today is Africa Day, and so maybe I was meant to be here, you know, for a time such as this. You guys have made it. Congratulations. This is, you know, the beginning of the rest of your lives. I remember my graduation like it was yesterday, so vividly. I remember it because when I count all the things that I've achieved in life, it will always be high up there. It doesn't matter what I do, that moment will always be important to me for so many reasons. And one of those reasons for myself, and I think that many of you in here can relate to, is that this is not something that was possible for, you know, our grandparents, our ancestors, and maybe for some of you, your mothers and your fathers. But yet, here you are in this moment, you're able to achieve this. I am the second generation to be able to graduate from my home after my mom and my dad. And so for me, that was such a proud moment, and I want you guys to take this in as well. And remember all those who came before you, who allowed this moment and this opportunity to happen. And I'm reminding you of that because when you move forward from here, I want you to think of it as a gift. I want you to think of it as a torch or a baton that was passed on to you from those who maybe laid their lives, for those who fought so that you and me could be here, for those who fought so that you could be seated exactly where you are today. Another important thing that I really want to talk to you about today is understanding what to do with the freedoms and the opportunities that you now have before you today. Because like I said, this is the beginning of the rest of your lives. This is where everything starts, and you have everything at your feet, and the world is your oyster. And I believe that you guys can genuinely do it. You really, really can. Because here you are as international students. You've already actually taken the first steps to doing something incredible, for having so much bravery of stepping out, leaving your homes to be here to achieve these great things that you want to achieve. I know that you are well on your way. Taking chances on ourselves is one of my favorite things to say. You know, take a chance on yourself and do something big, do something incredible. I became the first Black Miss South Africa to do it in my natural hair. And I remember when I did it, I felt so nervous because it was something different. And I'm telling you this story because I want you guys to know that standing out and being different is such an important commodity to have, not blending in and making sure that you carve your own path. Because when I started on my journey, I've had so many messages of, this is not something that we're used to in this space. It's not very accepting. They don't like my hair. And some of them didn't like my skin or the way that I looked. It didn't make sense to them to be a Miss South Africa at the time. But I believed that so much change had to happen in that space, because how can we possibly be what we cannot see? You know, in order for us to be, we have to see it in our idols, we have to see it in people we look forward to. And so I took it upon myself to do that and to take that challenge full force, no matter how hard it was going to get. And then I did it. And then on top of that, I thought, let's go furthermore. Let's leave South Africa, let's leave Africa, and make sure that the world hears this message too, because then I went to Miss Universe, where once again, it was probably one of the toughest times of my life, because I got to that space and once again, people told me, you are not supposed to be in this room. I'm telling you this because when you live here, there's so many instances in your life where people will tell you that you are not supposed to be in this room, that you do not belong. And I want to tell you that you belong anywhere that you imagine yourself to be. Any door that is there, you deserve to open, and if they close that door, you build a next door, or you kick that door down. There's also that option, because you have to fight truly for the things that you believe in. And so I went on, made sure that I was going to fight for what I wanted, because it was so important for me, not only for me, but for others to watch it and to see it so that they can believe it is possible for them too. And so I went on to do that too, and I won Miss Universe because I took a chance on myself. Thank you. Thank you so much. I took a chance on myself and did something that no one knew or felt was possible. And those are the beginning steps of greatness. One of my favorite books to read is The Alchemist. I don't know if any of you have read it in here. But the most important thing that it speaks about is a personal legend. And for those of you who don't know what a personal legend is, I can maybe equate it to a purpose. You know, we're all born, we come into this world with a certain purpose that we're supposed to fulfill.
Right.
Some of us are lucky enough to find it. Some of us are still in search for it, and unfortunately, you know, some of us leave this world without maybe haven't found it. And so I want to remind you guys of your personal legend today, because it is something that we all have. What is it that you truly want? Because the universe conspires and works so hard for us to get the things that we want. So what is your personal legend? It is so important to know that. Maybe you don't know it today as you're sitting there, and that's okay. Because as we evolve, we start learning more about ourselves and who we are. And so you might be sitting there feeling out of place and not knowing what your place is in this world, but I assure you, it will come to you. And sometimes it's not even the biggest thing as maybe I want to walk the stage as a Miss Universe. It could be something that you feel is small, but it's not. It's not. So make sure that you find your personal legend and you find your purpose. And I think another important thing that I want to say today is that you guys left your homes to come and achieve the things that you want to achieve. And now I want you to be able to go back home and to build back home. It's so important to go out and see the world and to do things and to achieve things. But I think it's also very important, once you have cracked that ceiling and once you've opened that door, to extend your hand to those who are still to come after you, and to make sure that you are building not just for yourself but for them. I'm a community-driven person. I come from South Africa. That's how I was brought up. I grew up in a village. You know, I am because you are. As the saying we say, "Umtu ngumtu ngabantu." I am because you are. And I think that's such an important message to carry forward that I think we've lost today, you know, especially as a youth. We've become so, I don't know if westernized is the word that I'm looking for, but we have truly lost our core humility and humanity, ubuntu, in my language as we call it. You know, the togetherness of building each other, because who are you truly if not a part of a pack and if not a part of who you come from? And so I think in order for us to know where we're going, it is very important to know where we come from, to go back and to give back. And I think the last most important, well, not most important because all of them matter, but the last message is that when you leave here today, like I said, to begin the rest of your life, honor this moment. And it is as big as you imagine it to be. Because I think we like to downplay ourselves. We like to think, you know, this is nothing, I still have so much more to achieve. I have that, and people will look at me and be like, how do you mean you can still achieve more? I can, because I will it to be, and you guys can will it to be. And I want to say that you don't have to have everything figured out already as you sit there, because there's so many challenges that are still going to come. I want to let you guys know that you will hear so many no's before you can hear a yes. But the most important thing is that you only need just one yes. You can get as many no's as you can. You only need just one yes. So wait for that yes. Take that yes and make it the most incredible thing, because you can. I believe in you. You've already started. Here you are. The world is at your feet, and you now have the rest of your lives. Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you so much for listening. It has been incredible. I'm glad I made it. Like I said, I almost didn't, but I feel like I was supposed to be here for a time such as this. And to my fellow African brothers and sisters, happy Africa Day. And to you all who are here to join us and to celebrate in the moment, you can enjoy a little bit of Africa too. Thank you so much.
Asad Ahmad Sahid Khan Daima. Mahasad Abai. Rajneesh Pandit. Faith. Mboya Kafuta Marais. Palak Jayesh Kumar Luka.
Fire. If you're still watching, you're the real OG. Thank you so much for coming this far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And also follow me on my Instagram, September_1_ so we interact. Bye.